Oh man.
There we go. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, or anybody joining us on YouTube. No, Noah Trombley and Mike Rifkin here. We're going to be live streaming some of this Seahawks 49ers game here tonight. Mike, how you doing?
I'm great, man. We are off to a great start in the divisional round here.
Oh, we are, man. This playoffs have been amazing.
Yeah, they really have a great wild card game. And now here we are,
Yeah.
divisional round. Great first game today. And then we started this game off with a bang with
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed
Rashid Shaheed
kickoff return.
97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start the Seahawks 49ers game. I don't think I've ever heard Seattle that loud since Beastquake.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I don't think so either. What a start. Great effort by Eddie Pinheiro on the slide tackle.
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Kickers and people too.
And then we had a four down. We had actually four down. I, Mike, I got to question that play call by Kyle Shanahan. That pitch option with Juszczyk and McCaffrey. I didn't like that.
Well, my thing is this: they had the first fourth down convert. They had it converted, and then the play was just blown dead. I got a question if Seattle got that timeout out off.
Yeah, that was a weird
That
one.
was a little late for me.
It was a little weird. It was like, wait, I thought they got that.
But yeah, you're right. The play called the option play. Yeah. And now Seattle just kicks the field goal. They're up 10-0 early.
Yep, 10
On
nothing
a
early.
Niner team that, let's be honest, they're down. They're down their second most important offensive player here in George Kittle.
Yep. This has got to be the game where Brock Purdy has to become a superstar. And he has to really elevate his game today.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's going to have to be
Lights out.
really good. And here's the thing: if you're Kyle Shanahan, you got to get him into really good positions, kind of like what Denver had to do with Bo Nix early in that game.
I mean, Mike, that to me, that was Bo Nix's statement game.
The throw he makes to Mims on the
Oh,
touchdown in the fourth quarter, I
perfect.
thought that was the best throw he made. Forget all day. Maybe the best throw he made in his whole career so far.
His young career so far, yeah, I think that is 100% the best throw he made. That throw was
But
perfect. And you're right. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm like thinking about that team to talk about that game real quick. Thinking
yeah,
about how the disarray that team was in when they picked Bo Nix, coming off the Russell Wilson deal. And we thought Sean Payton had lost it. And then here he is 2 years later. He's in the AFC title game.
Sean Payton had a vision.
Yeah.
You got to give Sean Payton credit. You got to give Bo credit. That defense was +4 in turnover differential and still gave 30 points.
Still gave 30 points. I mean, that to me, Mike, though, comes down to it. You cannot have five turnovers if you're Buffalo.
Yeah,
That
that's the
that's
difference in the game.
that's unacceptable. And like I can give you the very last one because that was just an amazing play by the Denver
Yep.
DB. But those fumbles, the other picks by Allen, you just can't be doing that.
The Josh Allen fumble where he's running and trying to make that whole big play. That's too much hero ball for me.
Yeah, you can't be doing
And,
that.
and I felt that was the difference in this game. Was
Mm-hmm.
while Josh Allen was really good, too often he has to be perfect.
Yeah.
And you see it on that drive um, where they kicked the field goal to send it to overtime. Like he had opportunities to, they had opportunities just to score the touchdown, win the game, and he was just off by a couple of inches on a couple of throws.
Yep.
Let's be brutally honest. We all said we sit it on Wishbone. We're going to talk about probably tomorrow on Sunday sideline. This was the year for the Bills. There was no Mahomes. There was no Joe Burrow. There's no Lamar Jackson. And the Buffalo Bills still can't get over the hump.
Yep.
And now you have to go back to the drawing board and say, what's next for the Bills? And
I You have to fire McDermott, right? I think there's got to be a change.
I think there's a very strong opportunity for that. But here's the other thing: like, it's not like I can put all the blame on McDermott because I don't think
Yeah.
he was awful. But if you're firing him, who's coming in there?
I wonder if it's a certain guy from. Okay, there's two options here. You can either go the really safe route or you can go the really interesting route. Safe route, Mike Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you give Mike Tomlin a superstar quarterback in his prime, maybe he can get back over the hump.
It's fair.
Or you're a high octane off. Oh, we got a fumble. We got a fumble and we got Seahawk ball.
Oh boy.
The turnovers are starting to pile up for the Niners. Uh-oh,
And you
this
fall behind 17-0.
this
That
could be
that
bad.
that'll be all she wrote.
That could be bad. And it's Jake Tongas. It's just he's up too long and he just gets the ball ripped out. So yeah, we've got turnover, fumble in the Niners Seahawks game, and yeah, we've got
Seattle have the ball inside Niner territory.
we've got Seahawks looking for a killing blow right now, or a very
Oh, oh
tough
boy.
blow. Um, but yes, back to Denver real quick, back to Buffalo real quick, actually. Really interesting option. You're a high octane offense. You have a
Mhm.
superstar quarterback. Mike McDaniel.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I thought you were going to say maybe Stefanski.
Stefanski is also an interesting
That
option.
that that would be an option. I would prefer Stefanski to McDaniel.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because Stefanski's coached in weather,
That's true.
unlike
Unlike McDaniel.
McDaniel doesn't do well in the cold weather.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing for the Bills. They need now. I don't care if this costs you a first round pick. I don't care what this costs. You need to get a legitimate number one wide receiver.
Yep.
But like that's the telling thing for me. Like their two top receivers in this game were Dalton Kincaid, who's very good, and Khalil Shakir. Like Brandon Cooks had moments, but Brandon Cooks just came in 2-3 weeks ago.
Yep.
So I can't expect a big impact. I think the Bills now need a number one receiver because another big play in this game was Keon Coleman had a touchdown drop.
He had a touchdown drop.
He had
Yep. That big one.
as did little Jordan Humphrey, who wound up making up for it later on. But
Yeah. Mike, I hate to say this because I would love him to stay in Dallas. Pickens.
Pickens would make some sense. Depending on what the Steelers are going to try to do, you could look at DK Metcalf as a possibility.
Could look at
Like,
DK.
because I've had this conversation in my head. I actually had it on the recording of Wishbone that I did last night. Like, if you're Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin retired,
Hmm.
do you consider blowing this thing up and starting over?
I think you have to.
Because you're not no matter who the coach is, the Steelers are not one or two players away from a Super Bowl
No,
team.
because Aaron Rodgers is out.
Aaron Rodgers is out.
Tomlin out.
Tomlin's out.
I
TJ Watt could get you a haul in a trade.
Yep. DK
You know,
Metcalf could probably get you maybe a first round pick, like a late
Metcalf
one.
could get you something.
I
Plus, whoever acquires him has to pay him.
right.
You don't have a real running game.
Ooh, big sack. Don't mean to interrupt you. Big sack here on Darnold. Darnold trying to make a play but yeah, good play.
Uh, so Pittsburgh, I mean, they're in an interesting situation right now where
Yeah, I think you have to bring in a new coach and you have to give him a clean slate.
mean, like, listen, TJ Watt, you want to be here for the next 2, 3 years while we try this thing over, or do you want to go somewhere where you can contend?
Yeah. Is that a guy? Well, no, I don't think. Well, maybe. I think also for Buffalo, just back on them really quick, is oh, nice throw by Darnold.
Oh, Cooper Cup, big play.
That was, you know what's funny, Mike? His signing, Cooper Cup signing, hasn't really mattered. It will matter now.
It matters big time, and it's going to matter tonight. If they advance, it's going to matter next week.
Yeah.
I mean, Rams Seahawks round 3 sounds really good.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Listen, I'm not counting my chickens before the hatch. I know the Rams have to go through the Bears, but man,
What's
Rams
fun?
Seahawks round 3.
Yeah, it'd be great. You know what's funny, Mike? I'm just seeing this game right now, and just I don't know about you. Darnold just looks so much more comfortable in this game than he did last year with the Vikings.
Well, I think a couple of things. I think one is he knows, like, one, they're up 10 points, so that's
Yeah.
big. But one, he doesn't have to win them games.
No, just don't
He
lose
just
them.
has to play game manager, and this defense takes care of the rest.
Yeah.
And so he's up 10. He can ease himself into this game, and he doesn't have to throw the ball 45, 50 times in order to have a successful day.
Yeah, because not only do you have oh well that's gonna be a flag. Yeah, that's gonna
No,
be clear pass interference on.
first and goal.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, and also too, Mike, if you're not having a good day, Darnold, I mean, you've got Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet behind you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you need an easy completion. JSN.
Exactly.
You know, I wonder this too on the Niners. Like, is this the week the injuries just finally caught up to them?
I think it's going to be, and I think
Yeah.
we saw it last week, or not last week, but the week 18. We
Yeah.
saw it catch up to them. Because it was the same thing, and that one was in San Francisco, and they
Yeah.
couldn't do anything. I
Yeah.
mean,
They
I
didn't have Trent Williams. They didn't have a couple of other pieces. But I whether the Niners lose this game or they fight back and find a way to win, you got to give Kyle Shanahan a ton of credit for the job
yeah,
he's done this year.
very much so. He's done an amazing job. I thought for sure, Mike, especially when they lost Fred Warner. I think it was around mid October ish. I was like, they're done.
Yeah.
I was like, they're done. They're not doing anything, and they kept winning and kept winning and kept winning, and then here they are.
They won starts from Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac
Like,
Jones actually
let's
looked.
not forget how good Mac Jones was when Brock Purdy was down.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan may have gotten Mac Jones a job next year.
Oh, listen, he did the same thing for Darnold. Darnold
Yeah.
signs with the Vikings after,
Here we go. Darnold play action, rolling out. And oh, what a throw! JSN touchdown, 17-0 Seattle.
and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Oh my god, what a throw by Darnold. Just found JSN the back corner of the end zone. That's a wow. Yeah, this game. Oh, look at that, Mike. Just beautiful placement of the ball.
Great placement.
That's the other thing too, is just this wide receiving core is just so good. JSN has been electric all year. Back to the Niners real quick though, as the kick, we'll just see the kick real quick. Should be good. Should be good. Okay, so it's good. We're at 17-0. 17-0 Seattle, not even in the second quarter yet. This is gonna be a massive drive for the Niners, Mike. They have to score a touchdown here.
They need a touchdown. And the deeper the hole, the less of a threat Christian McCaffrey becomes.
Exactly.
I mean, that is not what definitely not what you know what the Niners did after the kickoff return? They're the team that quits the game and restarts.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what they needed.
That was like, I don't know if you've ever seen this, Mike, but it's like in a boxing match where they like come out for the initial like like collision, and the
Mhm.
guy just gets one good right hook in like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
like that sets the tone right there for the entire fight. It's all catch up from there. Um, my question is, Mike, let's just go with this. I mean, Seahawks look dominant right now.
Mhm.
If the Niners end up losing this game and their season ends in the divisional round, does there have to be some kind of retool next year?
I don't think so. I think you're going to have to see. I think you're going to have to look at a couple of things. I think one of the things is the injuries just mounted up. Kittle, Bosa, Fred Warner. Um, that's been an issue. I think too. The other thing they're going to have to look at is there's some older guys on this team. Trent
Yeah,
Williams is an older guy. Um, I believe Fred Warner's 30 or in his 30s. So
I can look that
they're
up real
going to
quick.
have to start thinking about um, recycling and coming in and being like, okay, we need to build this thing back up.
Fred Warner's 29. He'll be 30 in November
Okay,
of
so
next of
Fred
this year.
Warner's 29 too. You still have Bosa. They're good. They're another one. They're going to have to figure out the receiver position because who knows what the hell's going on with Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, the Brandon Ayuk situation was very weird.
That's
Um,
another guy. Like, if you're Buffalo, like, and I'm using Buffalo as the example, I think there's plenty of other teams that could use him. But if you're Buffalo, hey, San Francisco, what's it cost?
yeah,
What's
I
the
mean,
cost?
do you want to deal with Ayuk's drama though? I don't know. Maybe if you get a contract signed and I don't know. It just seems weird. This whole drama thing has just been like a crazy thing where he's just like, nah, I'm not doing anything. It's like,
And by the way, there
okay,
was never any drama really with Debo.
yeah, yeah. So, wow. Seattle Seahawks largest lead versus Niners at home since week 8 of 2020. And like I
Oh,
said, we keep saying, not even out of the first quarter yet.
that's the insane part. Niners bought their own 35 off a touchback. So
Yeah.
see what
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's got in
Yeah.
store.
Yeah. If you're Kyle Shanahan, I think this is, I know it's first quarter, but this is do or die. You,
This is the drive. Yeah, you're gonna have to take some shots here.
yep.
They can't be as methodical as they probably wanted to be.
No, you're gonna have to let Brock Purdy and you gotta see if you can get like Pearsall open down the middle or something.
Pearsall, Jennings, somebody.
Someone has to step up here. And I will say, Mike, I mean, before the fumble, they were driving a little bit. They were at the 45 from the 20 or something like around that.
Yeah, they were. Listen, they moved the ball the first drive, and then it
Yeah.
just that timeout by Seattle really cost them.
I got a screen pass here to McCaffrey. All right, McCaffrey, good pickup
That's
there.
never a bad play.
Nope, never a bad play. Picking up 12 yards, gets a quick.
I mean, the job Shanahan's done with all the injuries. And listen, you want to talk about a team in disarray too. Think of where Seattle was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about what happens when they let go of Pete Carroll and they do the rush trade and well, let's
I
be
mean,
honest, the rush trade really worked for them.
it really worked for that. Well, and then Gino comes in and Gino gets they get a couple good years out of
Got a couple
Gino.
good years out of Gino. They let trade Gino.
It's
Could Sam
amazing.
Darnold do it with this team?
Yeah. It's amazing like how they trade Gino right when Gino's about to fall off the cliff again.
Yeah, they read that beautifully, and they traded off DK and they let Lockett go, and
Yeah.
here they are, 2 wins away from going to another Super Bowl.
And I think what we're learning, Mike, again, is this season is that defense always comes through in the clutch. Denver going to the AFC title game, Seattle already out to a huge start, and I mean defense just wins titles.
Defense matters. Um,
You don't get me wrong, you need to score, but you
yeah,
need a good defense.
right. You need a defense that'll play, and this defense plays.
Yep. forcing a third down here as we go into the second quarter now.
Yeah. And
So
end
we
of one.
end of one, 17-0 Seattle. You cannot ask for a better start for Seattle than that.
At home, that crowd.
Yep. You're making the Niners play catch up at this point. So gonna be a really interesting quarter here. I think if you're the Niners, Mike, I think best case scenario, it's 2010 at halftime.
I think if you're Niners,
You're aiming for 2010 at halftime.
that's your hope. But I'm just talking about here and now. This becomes
This
four
drive.
down territory.
Yeah, this is four down territory. You
Four
gotta
down
go.
territory. Um, and let's see. Look, let's. I know we're talking a lot about the Hawks here, and I want to continue with that. But just think about what they did in free agency. Okay, they traded off Geno for Darnold.
Yep.
They traded off DK Metcalf for Cooper Cup.
Yeah. That was huge.
That was a weird play because you're like, oh, DK's gone, but they bring in Cooper Cup. Okay, I like it. And then I think something that they did that was really underrated was they rated your Cowboys and bring in Demarcus Lawrence, and
DeMarcus Lawrence, huge.
he
Still,
he provides an elite pass rush for
yep.
this team that we just talked about. Defense matters. They get to the quarterback, they stop the run, they do everything.
Absolutely. Um, and yeah, it's so crazy how the last couple of years have been. You know what was the last 2 years? It was the Chiefs, it was the Eagles, it was the Bills, it was the Ravens, and it
Mhm.
was the Bengals. But in those wings, Mike, you had the Broncos building something, you had the Seahawks building something, you had, I mean, I know they lost last week, but you had the Jaguars building something.
Mhm. You got the monster in LA
Yep.
with the Rams and the Bears. You know, the Bears took the trade the Panthers made with them to get Bryce Young, and the Bears solidified everything with Caleb Williams. That whole offensive line getting revamped.
Yep.
They bring in weapons. Oh, by the way, the cherry on top is going to be the Ben Johnson hire.
The Ben Johnson hire. Yep.
Like that, everyone wants to make it seem like Ben Johnson's the key. No, the key for the Bears' success was the revamped line, and they bring in the weapons for their young quarterback.
Yep.
Now the play caller's the cherry on top.
Yeah. That's the thing, Mike, is you look at Caleb Williams last year versus this year. What's the biggest upgrade? He has time in the pocket.
Yeah, it's time in the pocket.
All
So
right.
they're building something.
Yep.
You know,
The Niners are still good. And speaking of them, big third down here.
converted.
Good, good. Wow, nice. That was a risky play, but good play by Brock Purdy to get it out of there.
I'll say this: Brock Purdy gets a lot of crap.
He has improved me. He has improved a lot this year. I will give him that.
He has taken the Mr. Irrelevant thing and he said, "Guys, I'm actually pretty good at this."
He is very, very good. I will say to me this year, Brock Purdy did like a lot of stepping up to me this year in terms of guys were getting injured, but he was still playing very consistently.
Of the pitch call.
Mm,
Here's my thing on pitches. Dude is 7 yards behind the line
yeah.
when you do it.
It's a weird play. It's a weird
You
play.
got to work way too much to even get back. I'll say this though, same thing as the first game. Not a lot of flags early on. I'm
I
happy.
do like that. And I wanted to touch on that real quick. I just want to see this 2nd and 8 here real quick. See if I might be a tiny bit behind you, Mike. So we'll just
Sorry, I
Purdy.
got the Gamecast on my phone.
Okay, Brock Purdy. All right, good play. Nice play. Nice. Just, and you know what? That's what Brock Purdy should be doing right now. Just take what the defense gives him.
Yep. You're not going to get 17 points in one play. There's no such thing as a 17-point touchdown.
Exactly. Um, I will say, Mike, I think that game was called very fairly. I know people are gonna crap on the last PI call, but I think it was the right call. He clearly holds his hand down and he even like gets in his face mask a little bit. But the big one that I to me was like that's what killed them was the roughing the passer by Joey Bosa.
Yeah, there's two penalties there. There's PI and there's off the pass. So even if they don't call the PI on that first play with Sutton, they're still roughing the passer, and there's no reason for Joey Bosa to do it.
Yeah, like that would like we like criticize roughing the passer, but that was roughing the passer.
It's late. It's so late, and that's my problem with it. Like if Joey Bosa's there on time, I'm like okay. Or if it's a split second late, I'm okay. Don't do it. This one was late, and it's just a dumb play from a veteran, but that hurt them. And then the one on Trey White, like the timing of it sucks,
It does.
but it's a penalty. And I was having this conversation with my dad as we were watching it. I was like, I didn't really see the arm grab until late. I go, I think they called it because he never turns for the ball. Like that
Right.
was my thing. And
Hmm.
I'm sitting there going, and we're sitting there going when it first hit the incompletion happened. I'm going, if Bo puts a little bit more touch on it, it's a touchdown. And the game ends anyway.
Yeah.
But it kind of, but look, I don't have a complaint with the refs and how they called it. It just looks like from that point of view, they wait till now to call the flag, throw the flag.
Yeah. I tried to get to Jawan Jennings, but wasn't able to get there. But um, yeah, it was just and the great play by the DB, the wrestle for the ball on the ground and it pops out, goes right to the defender. I mean,
Yeah,
that was the turning point because if that goes the Bills' way, we're sitting here talking about a completely different ball game.
yeah, we're
Um,
sitting here saying the Bills are
yeah, Bills are heading to the AFC
one win
title.
away from going to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. And was it McMillan? Was that his name?
McMillan made the play on Brandon Cooks.
Yes. All right, we got Purdy back in the pocket. We gotta get stored away. Yeah, try to set up a screen there to McCaffrey, just didn't get set up. Devon Witherspoon, man. I mean, we saw him in Syracuse, and he's just so good.
Yeah, him and Reek Woolen, and Reek Woolen's kind of taking a back seat here.
Yeah,
Um, so that's another guy interesting to see what Seattle might do with him over the offseason.
yeah,
I know
because
a couple teams that could use corners.
yeah, there are teams that could use corners. One in Dallas, particularly.
Oh, they
All
need a
right,
lot of things.
all right. We got Purdy back in the pocket, looking. Got McCaffrey, but he's gonna be short. I don't
I
know.
think you got to go.
I think you gotta go too. You gotta take momentum back some way. All right, looks like they're actually not going to. Looks like they're going to take the field goal.
Okay.
I think also, I think what they're thinking here is, you know what, we gave our defense time, so we gotta be aggressive when we come out for this.
We're still down 2 touchdowns. That's fine, fair. Get a stop, get the ball back. Maybe
And
you move the
kick
ball down the field.
and kick is good. So it's 17-3. Seahawks right now with about 12 minutes left in the second quarter. So
Mhm.
let's see what we'll see. This is probably a big drive here. If the Seahawks can get a touchdown, that'll be very big. If the Niners can get a stop, that could also change momentum here.
Niners need a stop or a turnover.
Or at the very least, if you hold them to a field goal, I think that would still be a win.
Depends on how much time they can take off. But
Exactly. So
this is a big series for this Niner defense and Robert Sala.
mhm.
But by the way, he's getting some head coaching looks again.
Yeah,
He's getting some interviews.
I definitely think. Oh yeah, speaking of that, totally forgot. John Harbaugh heading to the Giants.
Yeah, official press conference scheduled for Tuesday, I believe.
That's a huge get for the Giants.
Yeah, that was the must guy. Sucks because I would have liked to see him coach my team.
Yep.
But, I think if you're a Giant fan, this was the best hire you could have made.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, since Tom Coughlin, it was all really first time guys. Joe Judge, Shermer, um,
Dable.
Dable. Now you get a guy, John Harbaugh, who immediately gets you respect.
Yeah. I'm
And
curious. I'm curious, Mike, is Harbaugh behind Dart?
well, from what I've read, but when Harbaugh was in the Giant headquarters, they had a 2 hour meeting, the two of them one on one. So
Oh, Harbaugh and Dart?
Harbaugh and Dart had a meeting. So
Okay, so that's very good for Dart.
well, here's the other thing. Like this quarterback class in the draft, now that Dante Moore is not coming out, this
Yeah.
quarterback class is not that deep.
It's Mendoza and then
Mendoza, and then the other quarterback you're probably going to see go in the first round, and I don't even like him enough to be a first round pick, is Ty Simpson.
yeah.
Those are going to probably be the two first round quarterbacks, and um, I don't like Ty Simpson that much. So
Yeah, Ty Simpson is definitely a project.
yeah, listen, if I were a team, give me day 2, day 3, Garrett Nussmeyer, Carson Beck,
Yeah,
one of those guys.
for sure. Or because I know what is it, the Sellers guy out of South Carolina is not coming either, right?
Lenore Sellers is not coming out.
Yeah, that was big for me hearing Dante Moore. So I was like, yeah, my big thing was like, okay, it's gonna be Mendoza, Moore, Sellers, and then it's like, nope. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, and then if you look ahead to 27, you're looking at Dante Moore, Arch Manning,
Manning.
Lenore Sellers.
Yeah.
Uh,
2027 will be an interesting year for quarterbacks.
and we're still got to wait on Trinidad Chambliss, who has requested a sixth year of eligibility. The NCAA's denied it, but he's
Yeah,
going to fight that in court. If he loses and he's in the draft, he's an interesting case too, maybe
he
on
is
day 2.
very much so.
The Ole Miss quarterback, for those
Yeah,
who don't
Ole
know.
Miss quarterback who had a really really good year. I wonder if that's a guy that maybe the who's got an aging veteran that might be out of the league within like 2 years, like a hmm.
Well, I would tell you the Raiders, but they're going to take Mendoza at
They're
one.
gonna take
Um,
Mendoza.
aging quarterback
Maybe that's like a Miami.
could be. Listen, we don't know the status of Daniel Jones going into next year. Indianapolis
Indy,
could
yep.
definitely be in the quarterback conversation.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe Atlanta if they don't like
if
Penix.
Atlanta's such a weird team, man.
I think you got to give Penix another year, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, they're probably cutting Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
You know,
because they can void his
they
last
can
2 years.
void, I think, part of that deal, or they can work out a buyout. I'm not.
Yeah. All right.
They're,
So we got
they're down here for the Seahawks. Big player for the Niner defense if they can get
yeah.
off the field. So I don't know if Seattle will go for it on fourth down.
I think if you're Seattle, I think if you don't get this, I think you've got to. I would go the punt.
I think you gotta.
Wait, wait, what? Oh my God, we got breaking news, Mike.
Now I'm out because I don't know what it is.
Bo Nix to undergo season-ending surgery on ankle.
Who's this from?
Hold on. They went deep and didn't get it. Uh, okay, hold on, wait.
Okay, wait a second. Tom Pelissero, Broncos coach Sean Payton just announced Bo Nix broke a bone in his ankle. Out.
Wow. Oh my
Oh,
God.
whoa.
That's huge.
That is mass. That's advantage. Winner of New England, Houston.
Very much so.
I am Jarrett Stidham or
Wow.
Sam Ellinger are the two backups.
Oh. Oh my God.
Didn't
That
they
is
ask Peyton?
wow.
That is.
Yeah, huge breaking news here live. Bo Nick's going to be out of the AFC title game
And the Super Bowl if Denver gets
and the
that
Super
far.
Bowl if the Denver. Oh, you got to feel so bad for him. Oh my God.
You think they asked Peyton Manning to come out of retirement?
I'm looking up right now who are free agent quarterbacks.
I don't know if they can bring anybody in. This is very short notice.
Wow. I'm just stunned that
That just came down.
yeah, just came down. That is from
Sean
Bronco
Payton. Sean Payton.
Sean Payton announcing that Bro Nick suffered a chip in his ankle or broken bone in his ankle and he will need surgery on it.
Oh my.
All right, so I'm looking for quarterbacks right now. Yeah, I think you're just going with your backups.
You got to
Maybe
go with who you have.
the only one I could see maybe is Taylor Heineke, but
Well, he's going to have to learn the playbook in less than a
yeah.
week.
Are we doing okay? So are you doing Sam Ellinger or are you doing Jarrett Stidham? Stidham's been there longer, but Sam
Stidham's
Ellinger.
been there. I I think I'd go Stidham.
Yeah, I think I go Stidham as
I,
well.
here's going to be the interesting case, though. I mean, if you play Houston with that defense, good luck to you.
The only saving grace right now is that no matter what you get him at home.
You get them at home. You get whoever wins, you get them at home. But I gotta tell, I can't believe this. I thought you were gonna give me something total. I thought you were gonna
Yeah,
give me like a
wow.
head coach.
That's crazy. That's insane. No, I just saw that and I was like, wait, what? And I couldn't hear the video, but I was like, if that's coming from Sean Payton, that's legit. And sure enough,
Yeah,
yeah, it is legit. Breaking news right now during this playoff game. As first down, I'm seeing McCaffrey takes up the middle, gets about 8 yards. Wow, Broncos are oof. Yeah.
I just
I mean, if you're Sean Payton, man, you got to come up with a
yep. Jarrett Stidham is the starter.
Jared Sims starter. Wow. I think what you gotta sit down with Sidham and you gotta come up with a whole playbook. You gotta come up with a whole new thing of getting the ball out quick and getting the getting the run game going. As McCaffrey will get a first down here for the Niners. Wow.
That is insane.
God, yeah, you just gotta feel so bad for Bo Nix.
I mean, oof. I mean, man, Adam Schefter. Yeah, Jared Stidham is gonna start.
As Purdy sets out to take Jake Tongas, he's up to the 30.
Wow. I
That's
mean,
what
I
is
still can't get over this one.
yeah, that's crazy. Oh man. Um man, if you're Denver right now, You are so mad that there's no trades right now because they could use something.
You need someone on the market now,
Yeah. You would be dialing Atlanta right now. Like what would it take for
get me
Kirk?
Kirk Cousins now,
As a
or,
good pass by Purdy there gets down to about the 46-yard line.
or
The back,
give Drew Brees a call.
yeah. Do they give Rivers a call?
Actually, no, the Colts own the contract still, so it'd have to be a trade, wouldn't it?
Oh, does it still own the contract?
I I don't know.
Oh man. That would be nuts if Philip Rivers came out of retirement to play for the Colts, doesn't get to the playoffs, and then gets a call from the Broncos to go to the AFC Championship game. Oh God, it's
Oh
the
man,
AFC title game too.
this is insane.
Like this would be one thing if I mean it would still suck. It'd be one thing if this was like week 18, because like okay, they got 2 weeks to prepare.
But
This is you
no,
got 1 week.
you got barely a week.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
That's
another first down, McCaffrey.
Yeah, another first down McCaffrey here. So yeah, so Niners looking to claw their way back into this game. They get a big stop on downs there, and now they're looking to crawl their way back.
Yeah, Seattle is. See, they've moved the ball a little bit here on the Seahawk defense.
They have. Well, I think they've learned from the first quarter. They're getting the ball out quick. They're not
Yeah,
letting this pass rush become a factor.
yeah, and
Oh, so
heartbreaking.
I you feel so bad for Bo Nix. You just have to
You
feel so bad
have
for
to.
Bo. You know, and it's funny, Mike, because yeah, like Denver should be good for multiple years, so like they should be back here, but like you never
You
know.
never know.
Oh my God.
I mean, the perfect example. Dan Marino went to one Super Bowl. That was it.
So far, Mike, Joe Burrow's been to one Super Bowl, and like he's
Joe
one of
Burrow's
the
defense has totally let Joe
yeah,
Burrow
yeah, exactly.
down.
But like Josh Allen hasn't been to a Super Bowl
Josh Allen
yet.
hasn't been 100%.
So yeah, breaking news here. Bo Nix will not play the rest of the season as he needs ankle surgery. Oh man, that is heartbreaking.
That is devastating. I, I, I just, I can't believe it. And there didn't look like there was anything wrong with him.
Didn't. That's the weirdest part.
But what? When did this happen? How did this happen?
They said it was in overtime. Okay, so I got the
Oh,
play now.
well, I wonder, was it on the Bosa play?
Hold on. I've got the play right here where they believe he. Oh no, it was it was the one where they did the run out and tried to get him with like 6 minutes left when it was like right at the 30.
Mm,
It was after the Bosa play, I think.
okay.
And they tried to like run him around. He like jumped forward. They believe that was when he did it.
Oh wow. That is actually, you know who they should call? They should see if Aaron Rodgers wants to play in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God. That'd be something. Well, I mean, Jarrett Stidham, you're up, buddy. Mike, it's we always say, honestly, probably the most important position in football is probably not the actual quarterback. It might be backup
Backup quarterback.
because you never know when this is gonna happen, and Jarrett Stidham's gonna have to make some plays next week. Again, the what's the word I'm looking for? The silver lining here is you are going to get, no matter what happens tomorrow between New England and Houston, they have to come to Denver.
They got to go to Denver. And let's be brutally honest here. Both those teams have their own issues too.
Yeah.
Houston, the offensive line's always going to be a question mark. New England, they've never been in this spot before.
Yeah, Drake May's never been here, and you know, And for how good he was this season, Mike, last week against the Chargers, like he wasn't that good.
No, he was not. He was not great in that game.
He made it now, to be fair, he made the plays when they needed it,
His
but
his legs were a big factor.
right, but they only gave up 3 points because the Chargers just couldn't do anything. As we get a little trickery here, Brock Purdy gonna go back to Demarcus Robinson and gonna get 1 yard there. So we're at second down and 9.
I mean, man,
Yeah, that
Bo Nix done.
God. That's just
Oh,
All right, so we got second down and 9. Got about 10 seconds left on the play clock. Brock Purdy gonna be in shotgun here. Let's see what he gets. We're gonna do run up the middle with McCaffrey, and all right, we're gonna get about 3 yards. So third down and 6 coming up. Yeah, they've been moving the ball, but this is gonna be a crucial third down
you
and
got to
6.
convert here.
Yep.
Uh,
I think,
P-
Mike. I think in this situation, if you don't get this, you go for it.
yeah, I think it depends on where you go, but yeah, wow, big play.
So we got third down. Brock Purdy throws over the middle. Oh, nice catch. Ricky Pearsall making the plays. That was a big thing. They lost Kittle, but hey, they getting Pearsall back. Uh-oh. That's not a catch. That's not a catch.
Ball hit the ground.
I think the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Pearsall's
What?
got to make
My,
that catch.
like what?
So fourth down here for the Niners. We'll see what
Was it
happens.
in the house? My phone might have gone off. I don't know.
Fourth and 6 from the Seattle 38. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay. Kick the field goal. The Niners are back within 11.
Yep, Niners within
17 to
11.
6. 4.5 left to go in the second quarter.
All right, so with how your defense is holding right now, I don't mind that call.
I think if it was 4th and 2 or 1, we're having a different
Yeah.
conversation.
Also, I think like if you're not getting the ball to start the second half, we're having a different conversation.
Right. They get the kickoff because of what happened. Oh, man. So two back-to-back field goals for the Niners gets them back into the game. Uh, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm seeing the play now.
Yeah, it just kind of just slides out.
That is just brutal.
Yeah, that was big because
Uh, Bo Nix is scheduled for surgery Tuesday in Birmingham.
wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta protect your future. I know you're in the AFC title game, but if it's clearly you need surgery, so you need to get it now and you need to heal up for next season.
His long-term plans are
Yeah.
But I mean, what a couple of days of football we got. We got 2 games today, 2 more tomorrow, and then
National
Monday
championship.
night national championship game.
I mean, I can tell you right now, Mike, I don't know if it's gonna be much of a game. I think Indiana's gonna smoke Miami.
Just like they've smoked everybody else.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what did they had? They had uh they smoked Alabama 38-3. They whoop Oregon. I don't see how Miami's gonna do any better.
Key to the game is going to be Miami's defense,
Yeah, they gotta stop Fernando Mendoza.
and they've done a good job. But
It's Fernando Mendoza, man. He's out of here.
he has had a year. And people online are still arguing on the Brandon Cooks play. So,
Yeah, that was a pick. Sorry, that was a pick.
so the Seahawks are getting the ball back here. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half in Seattle. The best part about this is I haven't really listened to Tom Brady.
He been all right.
All right, Seahawks will get the ball at the 20.
Yeah. So Seahawks here. I think I don't know. Are you going aggressive or are you trying to be maybe run the clock out to the half?
No, I'm aggressive. I would try to go up 24-6. My defense is bent a lot today. They haven't broke yet. I want
All
to
right, here
give
we,
my
all
offense some
right.
time of possession here.
Yeah, here we go. Darnold under center. We got I formation. Let's see what they got. Let's see what we got here. Kenneth Walker pitch play gonna get about 4 yards. And yeah, Brock Purdy missed 8 games. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. Pearsall was out games. Michael Williams. Like, yeah, they just missed everybody.
They really did.
I mean, they've done it so many times over the last few years. They probably got used to it.
Oh,
All right.
that's that next man up mentality.
Has to be, yep. All right, Darnold and shotgun. And then we're gonna run with Walker, see if we can get a hole. Finds a hole. He's gonna get up to the 28, 29. So we're gonna have
About a
third down
yard
and
short.
yeah, about third down and 1 here. Hmm.
Huge play, Niner defense.
Yep. Need to get a stop here.
'Cause I highly doubt Seattle's go for a 4th and 1 from their own 30.
No, 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 you can't. If you anything, you're playing the field position, you're gonna punt it. Like you said, Mike, their defense has bent, but it hasn't broken yet.
Yeah.
All
And
right, we
you know,
got
if you go for it, don't get it. You're giving the Niners
yeah,
a free 3
yep.
and making it
And
a 1 score
Charbonnet,
game.
tries, but he's gonna be just a yard short. But we got a flag. We got a flag on the play. Let's see what we got.
A little quick for a hold, isn't it?
Oh no, Charbonnet down. Oh, holding his knee.
Oh boy.
All right, penalty call coming up here. We're gonna get a hold on the defense that we're getting. Yep. Holding defense. Yep. So on my first down, but the bigger story here is gonna be Charbonnet. Let's see what happens here. Looks like his knee. I didn't see a pop or anything, so maybe it just like hyperextended. All right, so we'll wait for that's gonna be huge though, because Charbonnet's been a huge part of this offense.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep. Um, yeah, so man, Zach Charbonnet, if he's down now, Seahawks gonna really need to rely on Sam Darnold to get going here. Oh, yeah, I just man, Bo Nix, I just gotta feel so bad for him. Just gotta feel so bad for him. Got surgery planned for Tuesday. Ugh, really just feel so bad for him. Was gonna go to the AFC title game in his second year in the league, or yeah, second year in the league, and he's gonna have to fortunately miss it as he broke his ankle in the overtime period of the. Okay, I don't, Sean, you're not. It was your fault, dude, or your team committed fouls. All right, so Charbonnet's heading to the blue tent, but he was walking, so might be okay. Might have averted disaster. All right, we got a practice squad guy that was called up this week. Gonna get some plays here with the Seahawks in the divisional round. So let's see what we do here. First down, Sam Darnold. Oh, we're gonna do a little Shaheed trickery, and oh, he's got a seam. Wow, Shaheed. Wow, Shaheed's gonna really get. Wow, Shaheed up to almost. Wow, Rashid Shaheed for almost, I think, 30 yards. Past midfield, gonna be in Niner territory.
Player of the game, Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah. Just great blocking by the Seahawks offensive line, and Shaheed down to the 35 of the Niners. Flip the field in one play. Yeah, as we hit the 2 minute warning. So Charbonnet Mike looked he was walking, so might have
He's,
averted disaster.
yeah, he's in the tent, so we'll
Yeah, in
see
the
what
tent. So
happens.
I think if you're Seahawks, if it's like, hey, he's out for this game and can play next week, I think you'll take that.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little cautious here.
I think you're like, hey, Kenneth Walker, be our number one running back.
You could do the trick here. And hey, look, if you're gonna keep doing stuff like what you just did with Rashid Shaheed,
Yeah, get him a little more involved.
you know, see what happens. Even maybe use Darnold's leg, sprinkle that in a little bit.
Yeah,
But I mean, a touchdown here could put the Niners
almost out of
in
commission.
a really bad spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Man, I just hard to look at that Bo Nix news.
Yeah, that is just it's heartbreaking, but it's weird at the same time because
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it happened on the kneel down because I believe he got pushed down after he kneeled on the ball before the field goal.
Yeah.
But man, the worst possible timing if you're the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
You think maybe they want Russell Wilson for next week's game?
Man. That'd be a poll. I just wonder if there's anybody they give a call to next this week, and they're like, "Hey, you wanna get Sam Darnold back and a throw gonna be incomplete." Yeah, I just wonder. It's like, I mean, obviously, Stidham's been in there the whole year, so he knows the playbook, he knows what to do. But I don't know. Do you give anybody a call?
I mean, I think you got to do some due diligence
Yeah.
and go from there. But
Do
it
you?
is it's a tough spot. It
Very
really
tough.
is.
Yeah. Look, if you're Sean Payton, you just got to get plays in. Like, okay, Stidham, we're gonna get you going early. We're gonna get some nice throws in, and you just gotta make the plays.
You're gonna have
Because
to ease him
Darnold,
into the game.
oh, just ahead of Shaheed. Could have had a touchdown there probably. It's gonna be third down. I think if you're Seattle, I think if you get a field goal here, you're still happy.
Yeah.
You're still up. You're up by 14. Just gotta stop them before, because you obviously don't want the Niners to flip that into two touchdowns, and all of a sudden we've got a game.
Now, if you're the Niners too, like if you can
This
get a
big.
stop here, hold them. You got some time too. Maybe you could score a touchdown. You get the
Yeah.
ball to open up the second half.
Bring pressure, but Darnold, oh, perfect throw. Oh, Jake Bobo. Remember when he was going to be big?
Jake Bobo.
Perfect little slant route, and Darnold fires it right in. Perfect first down conversion for the Seahawks, and they're, yeah, remember when Bobo, I think it was it last year? Bobo had like those like three crazy games or
I,
something.
I was either last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, he was.
All right, so we
He was the
got
next big thing.
handoff to Kenneth Walker. Oh, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Seahawks looking to maybe do the death blow here.
And the other thing is taking a lot of time off, so the Niners won't
Yeah.
get the ball back
Yeah.
till the second half kickoff.
Here we go. Darnold under center. Here we go. We're going to hand off to Walker. And he's going to get first and goal. We're going to be at the 7-yard line.
Oh boy,
Seahawks take timeout.
how
What a
much?
job. What a job Mike McDonald's done.
Yeah,
Gonna be 34 seconds left in the
34
first half.
seconds. Okay. And listen, let's give credit to another guy like John Schneider has
Yeah.
done a phenomenal job putting this thing together.
Mm-hmm.
The Shaheed trade, they always draft well.
Yeah, the Shaheed trade was big. I forgot about that.
That gives them such a different element to this offense. Believing in a Mike McDonald. I mean, John Schneider has done. I mean, I don't know if he got the Hall of Fame resume yet, but he's getting very close.
Schneider, yeah. When you have good ownership, man, it just makes all the difference. Seahawks.
Continuity
Yeah.
matters from ownership to the GM to the
Yeah.
coach.
Here we go. So Darnold under center, 36 seconds left. We're going to hand off to Walker. And he's going to walk in. Touchdown. 24-6 Seahawks.
And the Niners have what, one timeout
They have
left?
one timeout left. So you're maybe getting a field goal. So you might make it 9-24, and then you could make it 16 to 24. So you could bring it in with a score.
Unless they just say, you know what, let's kneel down, play for the second half.
Maybe. I think if you're the Niners, I think you can't do that. I think you gotta be aggressive. But yeah, I mean, look at the Seahawks, man. They had the years under they had the years under Hasselbeck. Then they have the years under Wilson. They go to a Super Bowl. They win. They go to two Super Bowls, win one of them, and then they're a bad team for what, 2-3 years? Actually, no, they went right back to the playoffs
Yeah,
with
they were.
Geno.
Gino went to the playoffs, so they are a very good organization.
Yeah,
Top down, they
and
draft well, they develop well, they make smart free agent signings and trades.
oh, Mike, we got more breaking news. We do have a
Oh,
coach hiring. The Atlanta Falcons are finalizing a deal to hire Kevin Stefanski.
okay.
I like that for the Falcons.
You know who else probably likes that? Michael Penix.
Yeah, I think so. So we've got wow, we have breaking news all tonight. We've
Just
got Harbaugh earlier today finalizing a deal with the Giants. We got Bo Nix breaking his ankle, and now we've got Kevin Stefanski heading to Atlanta.
well,
Surprise, Mike. These coaches are getting scooped up early.
I think in the case of Stefanski or in Atlanta, like Atlanta had an interview set up with Harbaugh, and the Giants were like, "Yeah, we're not letting Harbaugh out of our sight."
Probably.
So Atlanta was like, "Okay, we need a really good coach," and so
Who's our second
yeah,
option?
who's the
Probably.
second option? And for them, it's Stefanski.
You know
And
what? I can't complain if I'm
no,
Atlanta.
I don't think anyone in Atlanta should complain. I think that team is so uber talented, and for them to continually finish under 500 is just a shame.
Yeah, and I mean you've got this guy coming in who's a two-time coach of the year, had a great defense, built a great defense in Cleveland. I mean, honestly, I think if they don't do the Sean Watson trade and they stick with Baker, I think Cleveland's history the last 2 years is a lot different.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. And look what he inherits on this offense: a good offensive line,
Are
Bijan Robinson, who's arguably the best back in
yeah,
football, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts.
yeah,
So now all you need to do is have the quarterback gain confidence.
mm-hmm,
And once that happens, this offense will be dynamic. The defense has some pieces, but it still needs some work. We'll see who he brings in as his DC.
yeah.
I mean, if you're an Atlanta Falcon, and let's be honest, the way the NFC South ended this year,
They could have won.
going into next year, it's a pick 'em.
Yeah,
Like, Tampa Bay collapsed. The Panthers still need work, and
yeah.
the Saints are a work in progress.
I mean, the South is wide open. I mean, if the Panthers keep making moves, they could be dangerous next year. I mean, that playoff game against the Rams was way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, you and me both.
Bryce Young actually looked like, man, okay, they have something to build in. Like, yeah, they lost the playoff game, but they have something to build toward. They build off of going into next year.
They need to get their goal this offseason has to be work that line and get Bryce Young more weapons.
Yeah, because you've got the main one in McMillan.
Right. Outside of that, their offense is just not dangerous enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. But fair play to them. that game, I mean, they took the Rams to the limit.
Yeah,
All right,
and
so we've got
they fought back into the division, won it, gave the Rams a run for the money. It took an epic last drive for Matthew Stafford for the Rams to
the
win.
win. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, now we got okay, Mike. We got somebody checking out McCaffrey now.
Oh boy.
Not in the blue tent, but just kind of working with him in his upper shoulder area.
All right, maybe you got hit the wrong way.
Maybe. We got interesting play call here because it got 13 seconds left. They just took their timeout. You're at the 40. You're at the around the 49 of the Niners, so you're
You're at
close to field.
midfield.
Yeah, you're midfield, so you're close to field goal range here. So you get a good play here, you might be able to get a field goal off. And I 24-9 at halftime with how you've played. I think you take that if you're the Niners, especially getting the ball to start the second half.
And the Seahawks are gonna guard the boundary if it's the last
Yeah, here we go.
if you're out of timeouts.
Brock Purdy back at a throw. Nope, it looked like it was intercepted, but the looks like the Seahawks player was out of bounds.
Uh-huh.
So
How
you got
much
seven.
time?
So you got 7 seconds left. I think you're just gonna take a shot at the end zone.
Unless you get a quick throw out,
Yeah,
roll
because you
out.
no timeouts. You need at least probably a good 10 yards before you're thinking of field goal range. Unless you want to just give, unless you're like, you know what's the last play of the half, will give Pinheiro a shot. But it looks like they're gonna. All right, Niners are gonna go for the shot. They're gonna take a shot here for the end zone. Purdy gonna load up. He's gonna throw. It's gonna be dropped and gonna be incomplete. So Seahawks will take the 24-6 lead going into halftime.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Ton just had a great play by the defense there by Witherspoon to get his hands in because it would have been it could have actually been six. It could have actually been a touchdown by Tonjes. So yeah,
And
we'll
by the
go.
way, the Seahawks win this game. They're at home next week. So
Yeah, both the number one seeds looking like they could win today. And then
I
we'll
don't know if
have
you can give Denver the win after the Bo Nix news.
yeah, seriously. Ugh. God, you just again, man. Heart just breaks. That's just so bad. Oh, I forgot we also had the Packers extending Matt LaFleur today.
Packers extended LaFleur. So he's going nowhere, as is Brian Gutekunst. And listen, I got to tell you about the Packers, man. Like they suffered that collapse and did what they did, but a lot of that came due to the Micah Parsons injury.
It did, yeah.
But I think going into next year, and by the way, give Jordan Love credit. He played really well
He
in that
did.
game last week.
Mike, I just got to question the play calling towards the end of that game. Like, why are we throwing? Give Josh Jacobs the ball.
That's my thing. Like you have an all pro running back, just utilize him.
Yeah. I just that is where I'm like I get it. Matt LaFleur is a good head coach, but that's where I'm just got to be like, what are we doing here? Like, why? It's like it's Marshawn Lynch the 1 yard line. Why aren't you running the
Yeah,
ball?
you got to utilize it. And, and here's the thing about Green Bay: it's not like they have an elite wide receiver.
They
They
don't.
got a nice grouping of them, but they don't have an alpha male in there.
They also need a number one receiver going into this year.
They need a big one.
Well, that's why I keep thinking like everyone keeps saying like, are they going to keep him? I don't see the Cowboys keeping George Pickens.
You don't think they
I
franchise tag him?
they could, but also I'm trying to think of is there anybody else that we need to keep going into this year. Let me see. Cowboys free agents. Let's see. Let's see. So Murray's gonna be a free agent. Kenneth Murray, Donovan Wilson, Dante Fowler, Robert Jones, Clowney, Javante Williams, but you could probably get him for a lot cheaper. Sam Williams, Miles Sanders, Tolbert. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna be. They're probably gonna probably just franchise George Pickens, see if they can get a big long term deal done. So yeah,
Yeah, because Clowney, I don't think is worth franchising. You can
no,
bring him back. Same thing with Javante Williams.
yeah, absolutely. I think as Javante Williams is good. Yeah, yeah. I think you can get a good long term deal done with him. I would if you want to do 2 years. I think 5 million each. I think that's a fair deal.
Yeah. And Clowney's got to be,
He's up there. He's 31.
yeah, he's getting up there. So he's probably 2, 3 years, maybe
Yeah, you gotta
that
be on.
10 to 12 million range.
Yeah, you gotta be on a short term deal. You're talking about Clowney.
Uh,
Yeah, this they're going through it now. This defense for Seattle has just been all over the Niners. That fumble was huge. That fumble was really big because that cut any momentum that the Niners were trying to get.
and listen, the kickoff return, like
Yeah,
you can't start a game off any better than that.
not at all.
The Niners got to make some adjustments here. They've
Yeah,
moved the ball. They just got to find a way to put it in the end zone.
yeah, absolutely.
And I'll see what happens. Maybe Brock take. Maybe they give Brock a couple of more to take a shot.
Yeah, I think if you're Niners here, I know we said it multiple times, but I truly think this one is like you gotta get a touchdown.
You need, yeah, you need it. You're down 15. So
You need to make this a
I'm sorry. No, they didn't kick the field goal. They're down 24-6.
yeah that they're down 18.
18.
You gotta make this a 10 point game or at least a 11 point game.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, it's 11 or 12. So
Yeah.
man, tough spot for the Niners. All the
Yeah.
injuries on the road, hostile environment.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks. I mean, Sam Darnold hasn't had been great.
He doesn't have to be though.
No, exactly. They're doing what they have to do.
Yep.
They're playing great defense. Sam Darnold threw a touchdown pass, and he's been efficient. And he's not turning the ball over.
Yep.
And so let me throw this at you because now we have the two coaches hired. What do you think is the best job out there outside of the two that have been hired?
Let's see. Hmm. Hold on, I'm just seeing they're talking about Bo Nix broken
Oh, okay.
bone. Jeez. Yeah, just I tell you what, Mike, though, if this is a moment where if you I would say even win the AFC title game, you Sean Payton would be I think he's all ready, but he's solidifying his bust and can if he can do that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is the bus is already made at that point. If he wins, if he can beat either Houston or New England, whoever wins tomorrow, his bus is already in Canton.
Oh, for sure.
Um, okay, so probably the best job. I mean, I think I think purely because of Lamar Jackson, it's got to be Baltimore, right?
So I've been thinking about this, and I don't think you're wrong. But I've also thought about this from a different perspective because the job I think is the least interesting is actually Arizona.
Okay.
I think Arizona's the least one because again we're gonna have to figure out the quarterback. But two, look at the division I'm in, and
Yeah.
I've got to deal with the Rams, Hawks, and Niners for the next multiple years.
Yeah.
The job that intrigues me a lot is actually the Titan job because
Okay.
Cam Ward showed me some things last at the end of the year.
Okay.
The division is not as tough as we make it seem to be.
Yeah, it took a massive turnaround from the Texans to win it.
Right, like the Texans are good, but CJ Stroud, I still have those moments of he'll turn the ball over a little too much.
Yeah.
The Jaguars, can Trevor Lawrence do it a second straight year? We'll see. And I don't know how much everyone loves the Colts.
It depends on what they can do at the quarterback
Right,
position.
like what's the status of Daniel Jones look like? And
I think if Daniel Jones comes back and he is back to what he was, I definitely think the Colts are in the conversation next year.
right, but we don't know that.
We don't know that. No, we
So
don't.
there's that part of
Um,
the concept.
yeah, I could
Pittsburgh,
see.
we had the conversation before on Pittsburgh. Like, I think that should be a full blown rebuild.
Yeah, that should be tear down everything, trade Watt, and just restart
You
over.
trade Watt, trade Metcalf, cut Jalen Ramsey, do what you got to do, and let's start that thing from scratch.
God, just to think that Pittsburgh Steelers have had three coaches in their entire history is incredible to think about.
And if you go past the Steelers, it's like five or six. It's not like it's
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I think yeah, I do think the Titans job is interesting. Because see, I think Cleveland is probably the least attractive for me at least.
the thing for me about Cleveland is this. My biggest question if I'm going in there is who's the quarterback next year? Is it Deshaun or is it
Shadur.
Shadar?
Yeah. Yeah, because like you can't be paying a backup quarterback 60 million a year. Like you just can't be doing that.
And we
Guaranteed.
all know that hey, based on this, like no one's trading for Deshaun Watson.
No, no one's touching that deal.
No one's touching that deal. So either you have to cut him and eat a lot of dead money, or he has to play.
I mentioned this on one of our last Wishbones, Mike. I feel like if you are, I think you just have to take it and take the bullet. Cause
and,
like,
and, and cut him.
yeah, cause like, yeah, you're gonna incur a lot of dead money, but it's over in 2 years, you know?
And basically, what you're saying is too like, hey, Denver got over it with the Russell Wilson stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that is very fair.
And they have a lot of cap space, so they might be able to eat it. So like if Shadur can continue to evolve and or that and maybe if I think the Cleveland defense is good enough, Mike, to where they can be like Denver. The offense just needs to do enough.
No, that's fair.
Miles Garrett's so good. Denzel Ward's really good. So
The one problem is just you're in a division with Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson,
Yeah. And there's going to be no Mike Tomlin Black Magic this
and there's
year.
no Mike Tomlin magic.
But also Cleveland's in a very interesting situation too because you could also blow that up. Trade Garrett, trade
They just extended Garrett too. Like,
that's the thing. So like maybe you want to trade him, maybe you can get because you can get a Micah Parsons even more haul for him.
yeah, he just broke the sacks in a single
Just
season
yeah,
record.
just and it kind of went under the radar because Cleveland wasn't good.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to figure that out. They definitely need more weapons on offense.
Yeah. I just feel like if you're Cleveland right now, you know you're not going to be competing in the next few years. Just get the haul for Garrett. Cuz like you can't tell me that if you call up and you call up I mean, let's look at teams who have first round picks next year. Just who has two? Someone has two, right?
The Rams have two.
Rams have two. You can't tell me that if you demand both the first round picks from the Rams and like a first next year, I think the Rams do it.
Yeah, especially if they don't win this year. Like, yeah,
Yeah, like because if Stafford can give if Stafford's going to give them maybe I think best case scenario Stafford gives them what 2 more years.
may you know what though? At least one. I think you can give him at least one.
I will say though, if he does win this year, I do think there's a very much higher chance he does leave
Oh yeah,
or
he's
retire.
retiring if they win.
Yeah. Um.
I, I,
So
and I'll be brutally honest here. Like that's why I am rooting for them. I am rooting for them so he can retire on top.
yeah, no penalty there. So we got second down. Um. But like them Detroit, we kept saying Detroit during the season too.
Detroit needs to. Detroit needs a corner too,
Yeah,
desperately.
Detroit needs a corner. Um. I mean, if you're the Cowboys, you basically flip Parsons for Garrett. I wouldn't hate that. Purdy looking for somebody. Second down and
Yeah,
9. Gonna throw it out of bounds.
yeah, Garrett's a little bit older than Parsons.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is that this, like, if you're the Cowboys, now the NFC East is winnable next year because who knows what Philly looks like. The Commanders are going to have questions, and the Giants are at the moment still the Giants.
Yeah, and the Giants, I think there's going to be at least a year or two before they're back in the playoff hunt and all that stuff.
Right, like you're not going to have Harbaugh turn out a team that won 3-4 games, and they're going to win 10 games next year.
Yeah, not at all. Third and long for Purdy. Purdy getting pressure. He rolls out. Gonna look for somebody. Gonna fire downfield. It's gonna be caught. Jawan Jennings. Big third down conversion. They're gonna be at the 9. They're gonna be at their own 38, 39, or maybe around 40 even.
48.
48.
Big
Yeah,
play
good.
by Purdy.
Good. Yeah, huge play by Purdy.
Jawan Jennings, another guy who's going to be an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, he could go somewhere.
It's a nice throw from Brock Purdy.
Yeah. So yeah, Garrett could go to a lot of places. I mean, you're more likely going to go to a contender. Washington would be interesting because you could reinvigorate that defense. Purdy
Yeah.
being chased, backing up, he's going to throw it away.
And by the way, we're talking about edge rushers. Let's not forget how the Raiders season ended with Max Crosby.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
another guy you're gonna have to look at.
Jake Tonjes now limping.
The Niners really are the walking wounded of the NFL season.
They are. Oh, that's a non-contact.
Oh boy.
So right now, McCaffrey on the sidelines and Tonjes on the sidelines.
And Tonjes is their leading receiver today.
Yeah.
559.
All right. Well, good hole there for the backup. I can't remember who that is.
Jordan James.
Jordan James. Gonna be third down. Gonna be around third down and 3. McCaffrey does not look happy.
Oh boy, it's all falling apart for the Niners.
There's another guy there that I keep seeing, like Kendrick Bourne. That should be another guy I feel like you should be getting involved.
Yeah,
Had a couple good years in New England. Third down and 3. Here we go. Gonna give Robinson the ball, and
I I don't like that call, but that call means you're going for this.
yeah, definitely got to go for it.
Oh,
Yeah, trying to run against Reed and Byron Murphy. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, here we go. Fourth down and 2. This is gonna be huge. If you're the Niners, you gotta convert this. You only got 15 seconds on the play clock, Purdy. You gotta get this going.
you can't burn a timeout this quickly either.
You can't. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Here we go. Putting Pearsall in motion in the shotgun. And he's gonna be sacked.
Oh, one
Leonard
thing you
Williams.
couldn't do.
Oh man, the Seahawks are gonna get the ball in Niner territory. This might be game, Mike. That might be game.
If the Seahawks score, that's game. Oh, you're right. That probably is game. But man, Leonard
Backbreaking.
Williams, former Giant, with the sack.
Yeah, big. That was a big. That was a huge trade when they made the Seahawks made that 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think they give what a for that.
What did they give up for Leonard Williams? Let me see. I do believe they gave up a first. Leonard Williams trade. Let's see. So it was 2020, October of 2023. So this was 2 years ago. Williams was traded to Seahawks. Wow, only a second round pick and a second and a fifth.
Oh, 2 and 5, not 3.
That's a pretty good deal for Leonard Williams.
Yeah, and the Giants. Oh,
Well, at least the Giants are looking up. They have happy news today. They've got a veteran leader at head coach now.
they got good news today. They really did. So Seahawks hold the ball 1st and 2 at the Niner 42.
Yeah, if this is touchdown here, that's backbreaking. That's
Well,
game.
that is
That's
all.
closest. That's game over without actually being game over, probably.
And we're at the moment right now. Like even the Niners at full strength,
Yeah, even if
that
they,
would be a tough sell.
yeah,
And
even if they had everybody and they have nobody.
I mean, Kittle, Tonjes, McCaffrey now. I wonder if you're Seattle, if you just go kill shot here 1st down.
I think you try for sure.
You had all the momentum. And for the Niners to be 12-5, despite
Yeah,
all those injuries, it's just insane to me.
it is. You know what though, Mike? I always ask this question. Is it worth it? Because then you get to this point and it's like it's just not enough. You know what I mean?
I think it's the hand you're dealt with. It's
Yeah. All right, here we go. Darn the
I mean,
shotgun.
argument's sake, if Denver, Vodnix gets hurt week 18 and Denver has to play today with Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true. So Kenneth Walker goes and gets around 8 yards, gonna be or 7 yards, gonna be second down and 3. I mean, Darnold, he's barely done anything. 7 of 12, 68 yards and a touchdown, but the Seahawks are up 24-6. Like Darnold just doesn't have to do much. Just gotta make the
no,
throws when he needs to.
no, he's doing his job. Give him credit. For
Yep.
all the crap he went through with the Jets and the Panthers.
Yep.
How did he?
Oh, what a throw. He threw that. Wow. Threw it over to Cup to the 25-yard line, but he threw it in a tight window.
I mean, the crap he got from the Jet fans, the Panthers, and then he says, "You know what? I'm going to be the backup in San Francisco for a year." Parlayed that to a 1 year deal with the Vikings.
And he,
Parlayed that into a big deal with the Seahawks.
and you know what's so crazy, Mike? Because you just think about it. You think about butterfly effect. If JJ McCarthy doesn't get hurt last year, do we ever see this out of Sam Darnold?
No,
We never see this.
no.
And Walker gonna get another 8 yards. Gonna be for second down and one from the Niners 12.
What a redemption story last year was for Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
And he's replicated it this year.
I
And people
mean,
can sit there and go, "Well, he doesn't have to do much." Well, guess what? He he's one win away. He's potentially one win away from going to the Super Bowl.
it's up there, Mike, with one of the best redemption arcs in NFL history.
Yeah,
All right, so it'll be from the Niner 17. So we got second and two. And we're just gonna hand it off to Walker, and he's gonna get a first down. So Seahawks are playing this perfectly, Mike. They're gonna probably get a touchdown, and they're just gonna run the clock out.
they're gonna lean on what brought them to the dance.
Yeah.
Run the ball, great defense. That's not helpful.
So Tonjes and McCaffrey both getting worked out, both questionable to return.
I mean, the McCaffrey one is just.
It sucks.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Well, we got a big play by the Niners defense as they get a sack on Darnold. They brought pressure right up the middle, and they did get Darnold. But I mean, honestly, if you're Seahawks, it's not end of the world. You're still at the 20.
you're still in field goal range.
Yeah. And
You're
you're just
one.
wait. Go ahead, Mike.
You're one play away from being right back in the red zone. So
Right. And even then, like you're still running the clock.
yeah, there's 8.5 minutes. You're gonna run it down. You'll kick the field goal. 27-6. Niners will need to score 3
Here's
touchdowns.
Kenneth Walker on a pitch, gonna get about 6 yards. So we'll have about second down and 12 or third down and 12.
No, I wouldn't even put the ball in the air. I'd just run it again with
No.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, just run it with Walker and get to about 7.5 minutes left.
Keep it
So,
moving.
because that's the thing, like with the thing though with the Niners next year is like, yeah, like you want to run it back, but you almost have to assume now that injuries are going to pop up with this team.
Yeah, I mean it's the third, fourth straight year. Like they missed the playoffs last year because of injuries.
Yep.
And
Oh, we
Kyle
got a
Shanahan made the play.
wow, good play call. We got a screen to JSN, and we're down to the 11. Okay, Mike. So 24-6. It's fourth down and two at the Niners 6. If you're the Seahawks, do you just go for this?
Now
Because even if
kick
you,
the field goal.
yeah, it looks like they're gonna kick the field goal.
Yeah, just get the points.
That's true. I do agree with that, but also I see like even if you don't get it, it's like the Niners have to go 94 yards.
No, I understand your point. They're so banged up, but this gives your offense a little bit more confidence.
Yeah,
You'll take the 3. You're up now. You're up 3 touchdowns specifically.
that's true.
I'm cool with Mike McDonald doing that.
That's true. It makes it a pure 3 possession game.
Now, here's gonna be the interesting question because you brought up the Niners. Like, what are some of these contract situations looking like for next year?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna have to start getting a little bit younger in some areas.
Well, that just is like that is the question I think I keep bringing up, Mike, with the Niners is I almost wonder if you have to see the collapse before it happens and just start trading people. like blow it up because what do we where do we go if we go next year? All right, we got this. Everyone's gonna be healthy, and the same thing happens. People get hurt, you'll lose out in the playoffs. It's like you might almost want to get ahead of this.
Kind of like where the Bills and Steelers
Yeah.
are. I mean, this is going to be an interesting conversation because, again, we have to look at contracts and what could happen. But I can be pretty sure when I say this, Brandon Ayuk will be moved.
Yeah.
That's contract
So
one that's out.
let me look at contracts that are up next year for the Niners.
And then I'm going to pick up on some ages too. Like
Um all right, let's see. Free agents in 2026 for the San Francisco 49ers. All right, so coming up next year for the Niners, we've got uh Gross Matos gonna be a free agent. Jawan Jennings. Um Jason Pinnock. I know he's a pretty big piece. Kendrick Bourne, Sky Moore, Brian Robinson, Thomas Morstead. All right, so the Tonjes, I mean, so the biggest one's gonna be your Jawan Jennings.
right, and if you're going to trade Ayuk, I think Jawan Jennings has become a keeper guy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's probably gonna get around 20 million a year. If
He's
we
28 years old,
I mean, he's
so
still probably got a few good years, definitely.
Pierre Saul's at 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, here's I don't know what the contract looks like, but could you pivot and say, you know what? Jake Ton just played really well. Could we move off of George Kittle?
I think that's a very interesting conversation to have for sure.
You know, Trent Williams has been in this league 16 years. Is he ready to call it a career?
Yeah, that could be a big thing.
You
Yeah, so we
know,
got the kickoff here. Niners will get the ball. And Robinson's gonna be stopped up right at the 30-yard line.
Kittle's 32, and so
Yeah,
are his best days behind him. What are you gonna do maybe with Nick Bosa?
yeah. I think Nick Bosa's the interesting one because he's just been so hurt. When was the last time Nick Bosa had a full season?
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
All right, here we go. Brock Purdy in shotgun, first down 10. McCaffrey is back in the game. Got to use check. He's going to get a first down. So that's at least something for the Niners. Christian McCaffrey is back in the game.
Nick Bosa, the last time he played a full season was 23.
So it's been 2 years.
And he had 10 and a half sacks.
Yeah.
Last year, he played in 14 games, had 9 sacks. This year, 3 games.
We got Purdy and shotgun, first down and 10 from the Niner 42. Gonna drop back. Got plenty of time. Got to find somebody. And oh, backbreaker. That's gonna be intercepted. Gonna be intercepted by uh Jones the fourth. Oh, bad throw by Purdy. It looked like the receiver didn't even expect it.
Ugh. One he finally forced one.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to get it into I don't know who 89 is, but they tried to get into him and the defender just made a good play. Well, that might be yeah, that's backbreaking.
Oh, that's tough for the Niners. Gave him hell all year.
Yeah. You did your best, Niners. It's just that's backbreaking right there.
In Seattle, shorthanded, short week too for the Niners.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it just sucks.
yeah, just brutal. Maybe you just throw Mac Jones. Seahawks score here, just throw Mac Jones in and go from there.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Concede.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that I think, even though they made the postseason, that they really have to look at next year because Chargers, I mean, I don't know what you're doing if you're the Chargers. Because I want to talk about that real quick, Mike, because
Yeah,
that game infuriated me because Jim Harbaugh, you're going into this game, you know that your offensive line's banged up. You have the 42nd, the 45th, and like the 43rd like guard center combo in the league, right? Why is Justin Herbert in the pocket for 5 seconds? Get the ball out of his hands. Like it
now you finish your point.
it was infuriating to watch. It's like, why is he dropping back in the pocket like and just like holding it? Like, you gotta get the ball out.
And that's another team. Like, listen, I will get on. I got on Justin Herbert because he is paid like a top quarterback. The
Yeah.
media loves him, and he didn't play well.
No.
But this is another team like Buffalo, like to a degree, certain others. Who's the alpha dog receiver? You got Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnston, and Keenan Allen.
Because like Lad McConkey had a big regression from last year.
Yeah, Keenan Allen took a lot away from Lad McConkey.
Yeah. I mean Quentin
Quentin Johnston
Johnson,
got off to a hot start, but then he fell off the face of the earth.
yeah. All right, we got Sam Darnold gonna hand off to Walker and just gonna wear this defense out. He's only gonna get 1 yard there. So big third down coming up for the Niners here. If you don't want
Yeah,
any chance, you're gonna have to stop them.
and again, the Chargers, same thing as some of these other AFC teams. This was your opportunity. No Lamar, no Mahomes, no Burrow, and Justin Herbert couldn't get the job done in the playoffs.
Yep, couldn't do it. You know, as much as like yeah, Jaguars lost too, but like Trevor Lawrence did what he had to do. It was just Josh Allen beat him.
Josh Allen just beat him.
And like I that last pass by Lawrence, it's like that wasn't his fault.
The play that bothered me about Jacksonville was that fourth down play from like the 10-yard line where they needed the 2 yards and
Yeah.
they just called the Lawrence run. And I'm going there. No, no, take the three. Take the three.
Kenneth Walker left wide open, and they're going to be down at the 29 yard line.
Uh, Touchdown, field goal, either one is gonna ice
Oh,
it for the
almost,
Seahawks.
yeah.
Congrats to Surge on this.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations to our boy Sergio Valoy, big Seahawks fan. Kenneth Walker, 92 scrimmage yards. He's been big in this game.
Kenneth Walker, Cooper Kupp's had a nice game. But yeah, the AFC was so different this year. And we got Denver and either New England or Houston. So either we're turning back the clock or
So, Mike, I thought about this before we knew the Denver result. What is the weirdest Super Bowl matchup we can have right now, in your opinion? Like, just not like bad, but just like, I would have not put that out there.
Oh, Bears Texans.
Thank you. I was like, Bears Texans would be just like, really? Okay.
And the other reason being the Texan defense gets so many compliments. How many people are going to compare them to the 85 Bears?
Yeah. Another first down for Seattle. They got left Cooper Cup wide open. Darnold hit him. Yeah,
Oh,
look. Um, Seahawks Bears or Seahawks Texans would be interesting.
mm,
That would be great though. That offense, those two defenses just going back and forth.
oh, that would be a low scoring Super Bowl.
Oh
And
yeah,
someone,
people might not like that because it would be like 17-14. All right, here we go. Seattle from the 15. Gonna see what they do here. Looks like they're gonna use. Yeah, looks like they're gonna use a timeout here to save a penalty. But yeah, no, you're totally right. I had the same idea. Like Bears Texans would be like a man. If you had told me that was the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year, I'd have been like, really?
see, if you had asked me that question last week, I would have been thinking like Panthers Jags would be a weird Super
Oh
Bowl.
yeah, Panthers Jags would be crazy.
Battle of the Jungle Cats.
Yeah.
But yet, of the teams left, Bears Texans, without a doubt, the weirdest one.
Bears Texans is weird. Yeah, no, if you had asked me last week, I would have said definitely Panthers Jags, but also like um what was it? Um Rams Texans would be interesting.
Mm. Rams Texans. See, Texans Niners would have been fun because D'Amico Ryans comes from the Niners.
He does, yeah. All right, here we go. First and 10. And we're gonna just give it to Kenneth Walker, and he is gonna waltz in for a touchdown. There we go. That's gonna
That's
ice
your
it.
ball game.
That's your ball game, folks. Seahawks gonna be up 34-6 with only 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
So the NFC title game next Sunday. I think the NFC's the late game.
Yes, it'll be AFC at 3 o'clock on Fox. Weirdly, on Fox, I believe.
The AFC was CBS.
I believe. Hold on, let me check. Let's see. Oh no, okay, I'm sorry. No, it is AFC title game on CBS, NBC on Fox. Okay, I could have swore I saw somewhere that they were switching this year for some reason. The AFC was gonna be on Fox and the NFC was gonna be on CBS, but nope. AFC Championship game will be at 3 p.m. Eastern time on CBS. NFC Championship 6:30 Eastern on Fox.
And it will take place in the AFC in Denver, NFC in Seattle.
Yep. Both number one seeds gonna get the win today. Denver in a brutal. It's weird we say this, Mike, but a brutal win for the
Yeah.
Broncos.
And anytime your quarterback goes down,
That just sucks.
and Denver, listen, like, give them credit too, though. Like, even though that defense gave 30 points, they were +4 in turnovers.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I can't remember who it was, but it was like one famous DC said, you gotta do one of two things if you're a defense. You can either give up points or you gotta get turnovers. Or no, I'm sorry, you either can give up points, but you gotta get turnovers, or get no turnovers, but you can't give up points.
yeah.
You gotta do one of the two. Either get turnovers or don't give up points. If you can do both, great. But if you can only do one of them, if you can only do one, you gotta do at least one of them.
Yeah. And today, Denver did one of them.
Yep, they got all the turnovers.
Seattle, they got a couple of turnovers in this game.
I mean, yeah, but you're right, Mike. The tone was set from the very beginning with the Rashid Shaheed kickoff return.
No, that was the game. Like San Francisco could not have this game start any worse. It's the kickoff return. It's the not getting the first down on the fourth down play.
Yeah,
Like Kyle Shanahan played from behind right from the get go.
yeah,
Oh, that's a frustrating one for the Niners.
very frustrating.
And you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board for next year
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Are you putting backups in if you're Niners? No, I don't think you can yet.
Uh, I wouldn't be. I'd be okay with putting McCaffrey on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to put Brock Purdy, see, I think pulling Purdy would be a mistake just for the reason of it's not Purdy's fault you're losing.
Yeah. But
But
also you
at
you
the
don't
same
want to
time, you don't want him getting hurt. So
yeah.
I'm going to leave that up to them. But McCaffrey banged up, yeah, I'll pull. There is no tomorrow. You don't see these guys again.
Until next
The
year.
Niners, you don't come back to OTAs.
Yeah, McCaffrey could be stopped behind the line, 2-yard loss.
Oh, that's a frustrating evening for the 49ers.
Yeah. It sucks, Mike, because this reminds me so much of the what was it, the year they went to the NFC title game against the Eagles. And it just they got so banged up that they just went to that game and it was just like they got nothing.
Yeah. I think what you got to do is you got to figure out how we can keep these guys healthy.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to get younger in some spots anyway, but man, you're going to have to figure out how to keep guys healthy because the amount of season ending injuries this team has suffered
It's just ridiculous.
is brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's not just 1 year, it's been the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's been constant year after year after year. Well, we got third down and 3. Niners lining up at their own, I believe, 25 or 27. Oh, no, they're at their 30, 37, actually. Brock Purdy and shotgun. Let's see what he can do. Oh, what a. You can't drop that, Jawan Jennings.
In your
Yeah,
hands.
right in your hands, and you drop it.
That but you know what? That play sums up your night.
Yep. Like Brock Purdy dropped it right in there. All right, fourth down and 3. I
You
mean, I
gotta
know he's.
go.
I was gonna say, I know we said it multiple times, but this is truly like, if you don't get this, game over. And looks like the Seahawks are going to take a timeout. Talk this over. I think that's smart by the Seahawks because if you this is right now, if you're the Seahawks, you know that this is like game right here. So take the timeout and make sure your defense is ready to go.
And by the way, even if you give up the first down, it's just like you're still in a very good spot. But yeah,
Yeah, you know
make
what's
sure
you
everyone's
know
on the same page.
yeah, man. Like you know what, this season was so crazy, and I think the reason it was so crazy was because the parity in the league was just up and down. Like, yeah, the Panthers, they lost to like bad teams, but they're beating the Packers, they're beating the Rams,
Mhm.
they're beating the Browns are beating the Packers. Like next season, I'm so excited for already, just because I feel like the amount of teams that are gonna be in the hunt is gonna be crazy.
Well, and I think we're seeing that in this first week plus of the playoffs, the parity playoff.
Yeah,
Outside of Steelers, Texans, and tonight, we haven't had blowouts.
yeah,
Games have been competitive, and look, Steelers Texans was not a good
And
game.
to be fair, Steelers Texans wasn't a blowout until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, right. It was just a
But
boring game.
by the way, Niners didn't get it. So
And this game, look, like we could talk about make the excuses for the Niners all we want. They knew they going in, they were banged up, but it's just like it's telling who they're missing and
yep,
how much they're missing them.
yeah, 100%. Like fourth down and 3. You know who Brock Purdy's looking for? George Kittle.
On this play, who's he looking for? Not George Kittle.
Yeah. Yeah, next year, because here's the thing, Mike. You got the Seahawks, they'll be good. The Rams should still be good if Stafford stays. Um, the Falcons, if Stefanski really gets his like mark in there, I think they could be good. The Panthers, if they keep building, could be good. Hey, you know what? I mean, the Cowboys, for as bad as that defense was, that offense was crazy. The Giants could be better. Philly was still 10 or 11 and 6 this year. The Saints, they may have found their guy in Tyler Shook. He played well. So like there's a lot of like teams next year where not that they're maybe playoffs are the wrong word, Mike, but there'll be a lot of teams next year where it's like, hey, they're not an easy win.
Well, I think a great example of that, like who's arguably one of the biggest disappointments in football this year? The Detroit Lions. The
Yeah,
Lions are going to be back next year.
for sure.
Yeah, they need to add some pieces on defense, but the Lions should be back.
And you know what's funny, Mike? I don't mean to cut you off, but like you know how everyone talked about the coordinators. They lost Aaron Glenn, they lost Ben
Mhm.
Johnson, and that was big. But look at what the Eagles did. They lost their coordinators after the 2022 Super Bowl run. They collapsed in 2023. What happened the very next year? They're Super Bowl champions. So the Lions now, they're going to have their coordinators are going to have a full year under their belt. They're be coming in with their own playbook, their own style. And so the Lions should be back.
If we just break down division by division, the NFC West, we got the three beasts we've already talked about.
Yep.
The NFC North, we just said Detroit should be better. Green Bay is really good. Minnesota, depending on what the quarterback situation is could be better.
If we get the JJ McCarthy at the end of this year, they could be good.
Yeah, and by the way, if you want to bring in a veteran to work with him, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
The Bears, we just talked about how good they are.
They could be going to the NFC title game, you know.
Yeah, the NFC South, we talked at length. The one team in question really is the Bucks. How do they react after all this? The East, you talked about the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Giants. Hey, Washington, if Jaden Daniels can be healthy,
Yeah.
like the NFC is going to be so big. And then look across AFC. The West, outside of the Raiders, everyone is good.
Yeah, everyone's
Chargers are
good.
good. The
Like
Broncos are good. The Chiefs will be back, especially if Mahomes is healthy.
the Chiefs will be back. They'll be an interesting team to watch to see how they retool because Kelsey's more than likely retiring.
Mm-hmm.
You need to revamp your run game because but I think Pacheco's just not it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to get I think maybe not you need to go between either Rashid Rice or Xavier Worthy. You need to go okay, one of you guys needs to become our number one guy.
Yeah, and you need to find a reliable guy to replace Travis Kelce, whether that's at a tight end or receiver.
Yeah.
And they need to revamp the defense a bit.
And the offensive line.
And the offensive line. Outside of the like I said, outside of the Raiders, everyone's pretty good.
Yep.
The AFC North. Well, we talked about Cleveland at length. We don't know what they're going to look like. Pittsburgh, we just said both agreed should be a rebuild. So now we got Baltimore with Lamar and Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. And if either one can replicate a defense, they'll be fine.
If the Bengals could just get a slightly better defense, I think they could be a 12-win team.
By the way, the Ravens, if they don't blow games, they're in this spot.
Very much so.
And they're hosting Houston last week.
Yeah. Very much so.
Houston's not going anywhere. Jacksonville's not going anywhere. We're talking about the Colts earlier. And then you look at the AFC East. The Jets and Dolphins suck. The Bills are right there. They just need a couple of things.
And the Patriots are back
And the
to it.
Patriots are just restarting with Vrabel
Yeah.
and Drake May. So the parity of this league, you're right. It's very telling.
And even let's look at some of those teams that you went through, Mike. So like look at the Jets are the Jets, Dolphins are the Dolphins. But like the Saints,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be an easy win next year. The
No,
way Tyler Shook played at the end of the year, they've got Chris Olave. I think they've got some good pieces down there. You look at the Cardinals, that defense is going to be really good next year.
the question about the Cardinals is this.
It's going to be quarterback.
It's going to be, is it Kyler? Is it someone else? And if it is someone else, can they find a way to get Marvin Harrison the ball?
I wouldn't, you know what, Mike? I wouldn't hate Mike McDaniel in Arizona.
And he gets to pick his quarterback now. That's fair.
Yeah. Like if he really likes Kyler and he's like, hey, no, I know what I can do. I know what to
Listen,
do to
if
unlock
you want to
Kyler.
inherit Kyler, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, the Seahawks fans, man, they are loving this right now. The complete opposite of the Broncos fans. Broncos fans on the edge of their seats all game. Seahawks fans, they're just having a good time.
This is one of them. Those. Remember the NFC Championship game, the first one with Ross and Richard Sherman grabs the microphone. That's
Yep.
all up in Aaron Andrews'
Yeah.
face. With sorry receiver that Crabtree
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Just give it to Walker, and he's gonna get another first down.
Just beat the clock.
Yep.
A beat down of the clock.
Yep. Your only opponent right now, Seahawks, is the clock. Just work as much clock as you can.
And then
That face, Kenneth Walker. You see the face, Mike? He's just in there like. He's just got like a little smirk on his face, just like being pushed by everybody. Like, yep, this is fine.
yeah, we're good. We're gonna host the NFC title game next week.
Yep.
It'll be truly sleepless in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Walker gonna lose some yards, but they're just working clock at this point.
We under 10 yet?
No, we're not under 10 just yet. Yeah, Mike McDonald, man. I mean, that was a hire that I was very interested by, and yeah, he's done miracle work with this Seahawk team.
They've taken care of business.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it outside of they
There's your
have
guy you
taken
talked
care.
about, John Snyder, president of football operations for the Seahawks. Great job.
And you know what? If we're gonna keep shouting people out, like John Lynch too, like the Niners
Yep.
have built this great roster. They just haven't gotten over that hump.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, the trajectory is the same with the Niners and the Bills.
Yeah.
Only difference is the Niners have gotten to a Super Bowl, the Bills haven't.
Yeah, our Seahawks just working the clock. Oh, we might have an injury timeout. Don't know who's injured.
If it's Seahawks, it's not good.
Okay, Mike, if you score here the Seahawks, you put it's gonna be Winters of the Niners. Um, I think you take Darnold,
You take
Walker,
Darnold, not Walker, all the map.
Dixon. Yeah, I think you just throw Lock in and just be like, hey, just run the clock.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're gonna be up 41 to 6. You're gonna be up by 34 points. I mean,
The Niners aren't coming back.
and there it is, touchdown Walker, third touchdown of the night.
Walker this way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're the Seahawks, you just pull everybody at this point. Throw in Lock, throw in your third string, Take out JSN, take out Cup.
Yeah, putting Jake Bobo on someone else.
Yeah,
Dominance from the Seahawks.
absolute dominance. Yeah, this was the complete opposite of this was the one game that broke the trend, Mike, of like the close games. This just never was close from the beginning.
Yeah, the injuries and the kickoff. The kickoff is the game.
Yeah, it really is. They like the Seahawks and Niners. They met in the middle of the ring. Seahawks got a quick punch in the mouth, and the Niners never recovered.
Niners never recovered. And you know what? Give credit to the Seahawks.
They are looking like they could be a Super Bowl team. I mean, if it man, I can tell you right now, Mike, if it is Seahawks Rams next week, oh my God, round
Buckle up.
three,
We're in
let's
for
go.
fun. And listen, if it's Seahawks Bears too, like
Yeah,
let's not count the Bears short, but
absolutely not,
I
absolutely
want
not.
Rams Seahawks round three.
I do too, but I will say I will still be sat down if it's Seahawks Bears.
Oh, you ass glued to the couch.
Caleb Williams, like that, it's one of those things where Caleb Williams, you want to start your legacy quick. Go into Seattle and beat this team.
Ben Johnson's offense against this defense.
Oh, that would be so fun, Mike.
And think about it from the AFC point of view, we're going to have a great Denver defense against either CJ Stroud and another great defense or Drake May and a very good defense.
Yep, absolutely. And Jarrett Stidham, man, you gotta step up. And I think with Denver next week, it's just what Sam Darnold did tonight. Just be it to where you just gotta do enough.
And I think a massive key for Sean Payton next week is give him a couple of easy throws early.
Yeah, but do a couple quick outs, or maybe like a couple quick, maybe a couple screens even to just
Screen, a slant. Now, here's going to be the big thing. If they're going up against Houston, that means Derek Stingley's going to be on lock against Cortland Sutton. So they're going to have to
yeah,
establish someone else.
yeah. I think you're looking at um. Oh my God, why can't I think of his name?
Marvin Mims,
Marvin Mims.
Franklin.
Yeah, because I mean Marvin Mims made some really big plays tonight.
He had that big touchdown at the end of regulation.
Yep.
Man,
Kenneth Walker, 19 carries, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
it's pretty good fantasy day, Kenneth Walker.
Very good fantasy day. Yeah, it's just crazy, Mike, how there's some of these teams that like Patriots. They're a bad team for 6 years and then they're right back to possibly going to the AFC title game. Seahawks they have one season where they miss the playoffs and then they're right back to playoffs with Geno Smith and now they're back to NFC title game with Sam Darnold. You know,
And it's unbelievable what they've
yeah,
done.
Darnold. Here are the Pro Bowlers: Darnold, Demarcus Lawrence, Rashid Shaheed, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Leonard Williams, Devon Weatherspoon, like just stars across this entire Seahawks team.
And everyone does their job.
Yeah, I think if you're the Seahawks defense, I think you're letting the Niners get whatever they want underneath. Just don't give them the big play. Just make them run the clock.
Yeah, take give them the short stuff and go from
Yeah.
there.
Oh man, like that throw, I will say that throw Darnold had to the back of the end zone JSN, that was a hell of a throw.
Darnold's made a couple of wow throws.
Yeah.
One to Bobo,
Yep.
one or two in the Cooper Cup.
And that's the thing is like uh um That's the thing, Mike, is that yeah, Darnold has only passed for like 16 times, but it's like the quality of throws that he makes is where you see it.
And by the way, no one cares how many times he threw. You know why? Seahawks are winning.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, Mike, if you're the Niners, why is Purdy in this game? Why is
Yeah, now
McCaffrey?
they should be out. I get it. You don't like waving the white flag, but you gotta wave the white flag.
You gotta know when you're done. Yeah, they just keep going back with Purdy. He's gonna roll. He's gonna take off. He's gonna slide. And get a
Be a
yeah.
long off
So
season for the Niners.
it will be. So I keep thinking, like, also with the parity in the NFL, I I I long for the first time with the new 17 playoffs where we're gonna get a whole division in the playoffs. I want that to happen.
Well, if the Cardinals didn't suck, we could have had it.
Yeah, could have had it this year.
By the way, but if the Colts don't collapse, we would have had three AFC South teams in.
Yeah,
Uh,
and looking at the Seahawk team, Mike, it's amazing how it's like sometimes you just need the right culture. That's just
yeah.
all you need. You cannot have you don't need like the superstar players. You just need the good culture in there.
Well, think about when they won with Russ before Russ got paid and everything changed. It was
Yeah, the Legion
Legion
of
of
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah,
It was Richard Sherman, Chancellor Earl Thomas,
KJ
um,
Wright.
Michael Bennett,
Yeah,
Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Curse, and Marshawn. And they had great leadership from Pete Carroll.
yeah. If the coach is getting respected by his players, they're going to be a winning franchise.
Respect comes from the top down. If you're not respected from ownership down, you're going to not be a good franchise.
Uh, that is a sack fumble, and the Seahawks recover. All right, Niners, white flag, man. This is it.
Game.
Game over. If it wasn't 15 minutes ago.
I mean, yeah. Let's go. Let's put in Mac and go from there. Unless Jordan Binnington is or if Mac Jones pulls a Joel Hoffer. If you guys didn't see that Blues Blackhawks a couple of weeks ago, the Blues go to pull their goaltender, and the backup goalie went running down the hallway so he didn't have to go into the mess.
Oh my god. Yeah, what a statement by this Seahawk team.
Massive statement.
Yeah, this is that meme of uh like Bears Rams like, yeah, we're not scared of you Seattle, and they just pointed the score of this game like, you sure about that?
Oh, let's just throw this out there because we're going to be down to the final four tomorrow. If you're the NFL, who do you schedule week one for the Seahawks if they were to win it all? Like, would you go with one of these rivalry games, Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, Niners? I need to see what else the Seahawks have
All
on their
right. All right,
schedule.
let me pull up the Seahawks schedule, who they play next year.
Obviously, this being if they were to win the Super Bowl.
All right, let's see here. So, the Seahawks next year, they
Just the home.
obviously
We don't care about the road.
yeah, home. So, oh, okay. Got the 3 divisional games. Bears, Chargers, Giants. Here are the three, Mike. Cowboys, obviously. Yeah, it's Dallas on prime time. They're gonna do it. But Patriots, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes coming off the ACL injury, if he's back week 1 going into Seattle.
Oh,
Oh,
if Denver wins too, you could do Mahomes coming back in prime time.
yeah. Pa-
Wow.
Pa- Patriots would be fun too, though. Drake May and all right, so
It-
yeah.
Listen, if that's the Super Bowl, you rematch it up week 1.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. So Drew Lock officially in at quarterback for the Seahawks, and it looks like Kenneth Walker also out too. So yeah, everybody's being pulled.
Well done, Mike McDonald. Oh man. Yeah. Listen, you could do the Seahawks Chiefs, you could do the Seahawks Patriots, you do Seahawks, you could do Rams or Bears too if that's the rematch of the NFC
Yeah,
title game.
definitely could do that.
Denver were to win, you could do Denver and the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, again, Cowboys, they are a big market, they're gonna get
Mm.
views. And I mean, that Cowboy offense versus this Seattle defense, I mean,
I believe Brian Schottenheimer also was in Seattle at one point. Was he?
I believe he was.
Obviously, not this illustration of Seattle.
Let's see. Wow, Brian Schottenheimer went around. He was an assistant for the Rams in '97, assistant for the Chiefs in '98. Went to Syracuse as their wide receivers coach. Yes, he was the Seahawks offensive coordinator from 2018 to 2020, the last 3 years of Russ.
Okay.
So yeah, you have got Schottenheimer returning to Seattle possibly next year.
I mean, the most out. Like, if the Bears were to win the Super Bowl, Bears Packers has to be the opening night game.
Probably Bears Packers. Let me look up the Bears. Let's see. Bears opponents for the 2026 season. At home. Ooh, there's some interesting ones here. They also have the Patriots. Uh Here's an interesting one, Mike. The Jaguars. I
Mm,
don't probably not a big enough market to do it
yeah.
with, but if the Jaguars made it to the AFC title game, I definitely could see it. Philly,
Oh, you could do Bears Eagles.
Bucks, Baker coming back, Bucks
Mm.
trying to make it. Yeah.
Always do the Dan Campbell angle too,
Yep.
and then give me do the Rams, and then we can do Texans Patriots too.
All right, yeah, let's do
Let's
Rams.
wrap it up. I listen, Denver. I apologize for not saying your team, but
I
I don't think
don't
Jarrett Stidham's winning you a Super Bowl.
I just really don't, yeah. As unfortunate as I say that. Rams, they've got the three matchups: Cowboys, Giants, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills.
Wow, you could do Rams Chiefs or Rams Bills
Rams, Bills,
or
Rams,
Rams
Packers,
Cowboys.
Rams, Cowboys, Rams, Packers. All right, let's do the Patriots.
Oh, that's one's written. There's no Patriots Dolphins week 1. Let's go.
All right, Patriots at home. They will have division games: Broncos, Packers, Steelers, Raiders, Jets, Vikings. So
Nothing really that exciting.
nothing really that exciting. Probably would do. You're probably gonna do Denver if it's an AFC title rematch. Bo
Or you
Nix,
would do the Bills.
right? So like if it's AFC title rematch, right? Bo Nix coming back, like
Yeah.
oh, okay, let's see what happens when Bo Nix is here. and he's in, all right, let's do the Texans.
The weirdest team to ever potentially
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Mac Jones officially in a quarterback for the Niners.
That's the white flag.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Houston Texans 2026 opponents are set. Got the division games. Ooh. Okay, Mike. There's some interesting ones for the Texans. Bills,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Cowboys, Bengals, Baltimore, Texans, Baltimore to open the season.
I mean, Texans, Cowboys too. The state of Texas,
Yeah, Texas Showdown.
the Lone Star State Showdown.
Yeah. But ooh, Texans Bengals would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
You got you're gonna get, because obviously you're thinking about the NFL wise, you got to get the eyes on the product. Obviously, Joe Burrow's gonna do that for you.
Yeah. Uh, the Texans and the Seahawks have some fun, and the Rams have fun
They have
options.
some fun options. Oh, see, oh my god, I know he's probably not gonna be back, but if Patrick Mahomes is back week 1 and he's going into Seattle, oh, sign me up.
Yeah,
Seahawks raising a banner. They're bringing in Mahomes and the Chiefs. The maybe the return of the dynasty. Oh my god! But also again, like I remember when they did the really fun year where they had the Lions. Like, hey, we know the Lions could possibly be good. Like, let's give the Lions. You know what? Hey, Lions, you want to make a statement? Make a statement on Thursday Night Football
yeah,
against the Chiefs. So maybe it's like I said, you maybe give the um with like the Seahawks, maybe you give the Patriots something,
uh, it's very interesting because they know who gives them ratings. They really do.
Yeah,
And by the way, if you don't do Mahomes on Thursday night, you can play his return on Sunday night.
yeah. Do you think Mahomes is back week 1, or do you think it has to be a little bit longer?
I know he says his goal is week one. I think I would hold him out a little bit longer. I want to make sure he's 100%.
It obviously depends on how the recovery goes. If it goes really well, then sure you can bring him back week 1, but I think like if your best case scenario, I feel like you're waiting till October. That's at least what, 11 months?
Yeah, something like that.
And you know what? Obviously, also depends on what you get for week 1. Maybe in the first few weeks you get like the Raiders. So it's like, all right, you know what? With whoever we have, we could probably beat the Raiders.
Yeah. The other thing is this: no matter when he comes back, whether it's week one, week five, week 10, like you're gonna want to ease him in.
Yeah,
Like I want to make sure he's good enough to take a hit,
yeah.
and that's why revamping their offensive line is going to be the key to their whole
Gonna be
offseason.
huge. Gonna be really, really big. Because and I said at the beginning of the year, Mike, I said the key for this KC team is that they did not revamp their offensive line, and on top of that, Joe Thuney leaves. It's like KC is ain't gonna work, and what happened? It didn't work.
That the run game never found its rhythm.
And if the offense was having a good game, the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah,
All I think about is Thanksgiving, Mike. I mean, they scored 28, but the problem is they gave up 31 to the Cowboys.
and I think the other thing that killed was the Rashee Rice suspension. Like
Yeah,
they were expecting that for like 1 to 3 games, and now all of a sudden it's 6 games, and it's like, wait, what?
yeah. Because like it started from that. It started from that very first week against the Chargers in Brazil. I mean, they just couldn't get anything going against the Chargers, and the
Yeah,
Chargers just
they really need pass rush help, and outside of Trent McDuffie, Secondary was not good enough.
Not good at all. So, all right, 3 minutes left. Drew Lock and the Seahawks looking to try to just end this game.
Fast forward the 2 minute warning, guys.
We got 4th down and 2. Looks like we're probably gonna just punt and let the Niners try to.
I bet you the Broncos wish they still had Drew Lock.
Probably do.
I'm sorry, Bronco fans. I
I feel
couldn't
I no,
resist.
I mean no, like just know Broncos fans when we say this stuff, we're like our heart breaks for you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. This is the worst timing ever.
And you know what? Hey, if Jarrett Stidham can pull it out, then egg on our faces, you know.
Oh my! What's the most unlikely person to play quarterback in the Super Bowl? Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, seriously, seriously, that is the most unlikely guy right now. Imagine
Oh,
if we get a Super Bowl of Jarrett Stidham versus Sam Darnold.
I thought you were going to say Jarrett Stidham versus Brock Purdy or Drew Lock. Oh, you feel awful for Bo and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're just counting this down until this
Yeah,
game.
we're just counting this down. We're at the 2 minute warning. We're just waiting for the Niners to just kind of end this.
Here's a fun question for you. Who do you think? Give me one team per conference. Team that missed the playoffs last year, that'll make it next year. Like if you had to put money on them, you're okay with saying you firmly believe these two teams
All right.
will make it.
All right. So, I mean, if I'm going the AFC, the easy answer is 3 teams. It's either the Ravens, the Bengals, or the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those 3. Um, to give you a more fun answer, give me the Colts. I think the Colts
Okay.
could really make some noise next year. All right, NFC is gonna be way more fun. You know what, Mike? I'm gonna say it. Give me the Vikings.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. They were third in the division. They finished the season on a 5-game win streak. They were 9-8. They were 1 game away from making the postseason. I think the Vikings can make a real run next year. And I mean, say what you will about JJ McCarthy, but the last games that he played really well.
The two best games I think I saw him play, that Sunday night game in Dallas, he was
Yep,
brilliant. And then he played the Giants and he was really good.
really good. Against the Cowboys, 15 of 24, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And that's gonna be the game. Seahawks win 41-6 over their division rivals. Let's look at the Vikings. Um, yeah,
By the way,
Giants
somehow
really well.
Justin Jefferson went over 1,000 yards again this year.
Yeah, the game against the Lions. Oh no, that was Brosmer. Forgot that was Brosmer. Um, Final game against the Packers, he was decent, 14 of 23. But I think you got to remember, JJ McCarthy did not have a full season. He hasn't had a full season this year, and he missed his entire rookie year. I think if you give him a full offseason, he's now going to be completely healthy going into next year. He will have, obviously, his defense might not be as good because Brian Flores, more than likely, I think, is going to get a head coaching job somewhere. I would think.
Nothing's been made official, so
Nothing made official. Um, so I'm gonna turn this off here. Yep, Seahawks win 41-6 in a dominating fashion over their division rival 49ers. So I would say Vikings in the NFC, and I'll go Ravens in the AFC, because unless they completely fall apart, I don't see how they're not back next year,
Mm,
especially with the run they made at the end of this year.
right.
What about you?
I'm with you on the AFC. I think he's one of those three: Ravens, Bengals, Chiefs. I'm going to lean towards the Bengals
Okay.
for this reason. For goodness sake, just draft and sign every defensive free agent out there who
Yeah,
can help you.
exactly.
Um, but if you want a fun answer in the AFC, there really isn't a fun answer. Like you brought up, I forget who you said for the AFC.
Colts.
You brought up the Colts. Like, yeah, if Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt, the Colts are in.
Colts are probably in, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say the Bengals. The NFC, the Vikings are a fun one. The Lions are a fun one.
Hmm.
I'm going to say the Commanders.
Commanders are very interesting.
Like, if Jaden Daniels can stay healthy, and I trust Dan Quinn enough
Yep.
to build this thing. I really like where they are because let's be honest. If you look at the NFC East, Philly was tumultuous all year, and we don't even know what's going to happen to them this next in the offseason. The Cowboys, I don't know what Jerry's up to. I'll
Yeah,
never
like
know.
amazing offense, terrible defense.
And the Giants, like you said, it's probably going to take Harbaugh at least a year to start building that thing.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to say that the Saints, because the Saint that division is so winnable, but I don't know.
They got a lot of holes to
They
fill.
got a lot of work to do.
I like the Commanders too. The only problem with the Commanders is, Mike, is they have a lot of aging stars on that defense.
They need to work the defense. That's got to be their draft goal and their offseason goals. They need edge rushers. They need to get younger in the secondary. Bobby Wagner's not going to play forever.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you need to work a lot of that defense before the offense should be fine next year. Terry McLaurin will get a nice offseason to rest up and get healthy. Same with Jane Daniels. I think also if you're Washington, Mike, you got to look at Jane Daniels, and you guys like. I know this might be harsh, but I'm literally walking into Jane Daniels' locker room wherever he is, and I'm just putting a picture of Robert Griffin III, and I'm like, don't be him.
I think that goes into a massive point because remember last year they had Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
And then this year they had a quartet of running backs. They need to figure out who their running backs are. You have Terry McLaurin. You need to figure out what's going to be opposite him. You're going to need a tight end that's going to replace Zach Ertz. And then you just go from there and you build off of it. And
And I think a point off of that, Mike, is also like, look at Jane Daniels and look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's at least got some meat on him.
yeah, Jane's got to put a little bit of meat on himself.
Like, he's got to bulk up a little bit, and like, hey, you can't be this big, because you get one big hit, you're done.
The other thing he's going to have to learn, and all young quarterbacks who run have to learn this. You got to learn to slide.
Yep.
Like, I'll live to fight another day. I need my quarterback healthy.
We draft. It's like, I think there was a quote. I think it was Bill Cowher always said, "I drafted you for your arm, not your legs."
Mm-hmm.
So you got to learn
Unless
to
you're
throw the
Lamar
ball.
Jackson, then they drafted you for your legs.
Yeah, but I mean, even Lamar Jackson the last 2 years, it's like he's improved a lot as a thrower.
Listen, I give Lamar a ton of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, like he won his first MVP because he was a runner, like a running quarterback, running dual threat. He won his second one because he was a great thrower.
Yep.
So
By the
yeah,
way, he became a better thrower. When did he do that? Well, one, they got him weapons. Two, they got him Derrick Henry.
yep, 100%. That's what you have to do. So
So everyone cloned Derrick Henry.
everyone clone Derrick Henry, absolutely. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up our coverage tonight because it's already 10:30 on the Central Time, 11:30 for Mike out on the East Coast. Seahawks dominate the 49ers, win 41-6. They are moving on to the NFC title game. They will host the NFC title game along with Denver, who will host the AFC title game, unfortunately, without Bo Nix. Just
Oh.
devastating. Devastating. But we'll be talking all about that on the Wishbone Shotgun podcast officially later on this week. But for Mike, I'm Noah. Thank you guys all for watching us here on YouTube, and we'll catch you all next time.
See y'all tomorrow morning for Sunday Satellite too.